YouTube. Your boy is back once again with another dating and relationships video. Okay, so the subject today is how to prevent flakes. Okay, so what is a flake? Right, a flake is when a female does not show up to a date or not show up to a link if you're just linking her, yeah? It also is when, so she's arranged a date with you and then she doesn't show up. That's a flake. It also is when she goes ghost just before the flake, right? There's no message. You message to confirm the time. No response. Whether your message is on read or not, whether she's deleted you and blocked you, whatever way it happens, yeah, the date or the link doesn't happen. Whether she just doesn't show up or she does some ghost thing just before, a couple of hours before, maybe a day before, yeah, that is a flake. Do you get that? Right. How to eliminate flakes? Of course, there is not going to be a magic formula to guarantee to 100% eliminate it, because you're dealing with another person, not a machine. So you could be the highest value male, a female could still flake on you. But this advice is going to reduce it to an absolute minimum for most men. Yeah? It might even be 100% elimination for you. Right, so this video is for guys that are having problems with females flaking on them a lot. It's also for young guys who are just getting into the dating game, who will benefit from this useful advice. And it is also for guys who are very successful with women and they just want to sharpen their skills, yeah? Right, so how to prevent flakes from a woman, right? Okay. Also, yeah, right, so I'm talking about dating, fresh dating. So a girl that you're seeing for the first time, you're freshly dating, or maybe you've slept with just once or twice, whatever. So I'm talking about fresh things, yeah? So I'm not talking about no deep in a relationship, because obviously that's a different thing. I'm talking about fresh in a relationship, you're dating and a female doesn't show up or just goes ghost, yeah? So all you single guys out there who want to stay single, who want to have girls in a rotation and sleep with women and date women, this is for you. Now, to all you relationship guys out there, the guys out there who are single right now but are looking for a relationship, like, men shouldn't be looking for a relationship. That's going to be another video. I also did a video called Why a Man Shouldn't Ask a Female for a Relationship. Scroll down my page and look for that video. Why a man shouldn't ask a woman for a relationship. But a man shouldn't even be looking for it in the first place. So that's going to be another video, right? So if you're a man and you're relationship inclined, don't get me wrong, I'm not against relationships. If the right woman comes along and falls out the sky and she complements your life and you're happy to not go out there and bang bare chicks and this woman's compliment your life, I'm all for that. But I'm saying a man shouldn't be making his whole purpose in life seeking a relationship. So you relationship guys, you relationship minded guys that are still single but are looking for a relationship, this advice goes for you as well. You might find that relationship down the line that's perfect for you, but there's no way you can tell by a woman's beauty and her body if she's going to be the right one for you. So this is advice for you anyway. Let's get into it. Right. How do you prevent females flaking? First of all, when you meet a new female, whether she's 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10, 10 out of 10, you need to still be talking to other women. You need to, whether you want to call it prospecting, whether you are responding to choosing signals, whatever, yeah, you need to still be engaged with other females. You can't put all your eggs into one basket And remember, I'm talking about the early stages. If you've been seeing a woman for a while, or you're sliding into that relationship, you say you've been seeing each other for many, many months, nearly a year, whatever, and yeah, cool. But when you just met someone new, you can't be putting all your focus into them, right? First of all, you need to be speaking to other women. Yeah? Especially if you're a guy that wants to build a rotation and have many women that you sleep with, yeah? So what that's going to do is help. I'm not saying this is going to give you an abundance mindset. There's loads of elements to make up an abundance mindset, but it's going to give you a slight bit of an abundance outlook, right? Because you're chatting to many women, yeah? Let's say, for example, you love chicken wings. If you've got one chicken wing and it drops on the floor, you're pissed off. If you've got a box of 50 chicken wings and one drops on the floor, cool, I got another 49. Do you get that? So when you're talking to lots of women, it's almost automatic that you care less. Okay, yeah. Obviously, if you're talking to bare 7 out of 10s and you got this 1 10 out of 10, yeah, you might be inclined to focus on her more. I get that. But if you're talking to multiple women, yeah, you're going to have your focus divided, right? What's that going to do? One of the things that's going to do is you're going to see different levels of interest. Not all women are going to have the same, not all women are going to all have 87% interest or whatever. For example, there's all going to be different levels. So you're going to be able to gauge different females' interest level. Now, you need to move yourself out that scarcity mindset. Just because that 10 out of 10 is giving you a bit less interest than all the 7 out of 10s, don't say, oh, no, I'm trying for this. You need to treat them all equal, right? Now, and obviously, a 6 out of 10 might have less interest in you than the 9 out of 10 that you've seen. Obviously, beauty's in the eyes of the beholder. Different women's going to be attracted to you different ways, So, but you're going to see different levels of interest. Gentlemen, the ladies that you see that starts, well, first of all, you shouldn't be pursuing females with low levels of interest anyway. Yeah, cut these women out. That's going to give you flakes. Yeah, so you eliminate women with low interest. Whether you spoke to a woman face to face or you're talking to her on social media and she seems like she's not really interested, drop them ones. Drop them ones. This is going to take flaking. This is going to reduce your flaking straight away. Drop them low level. Don't waste time on them, yeah? Now, the ones that you are engaged with, some of them, their interest might lower. That's when you start saying, okay, cool. Let me just not bother with this one too much. Because the more you chase that way, if their interest level's low, the more they're going away. Then, if they haven't already blown you out and said, nah, you know what, I'm not really on this, and then you arrange a date, and then they've agreed to the date, there's a higher chance of them flaking. So one of the main lessons you need to learn here is fuck the low interest thing. I'm not saying if one of these low interest girls are opening their legs and they're happy for you to sleep with them, yeah, go true. You're like, you want to sleep with them, cool. But I'm saying, like, if it's a dating thing, right? And, you're still at the conversational stage, you haven't even spoke about a date, and it seems like the interest level is low, don't bother make more contact with that woman. That's one of the main things, yeah? So, you're going to be talking to multiple women, right? Now, with the low interest thing, so this is the time. So when you ask a woman to go on a date or link, I'm gonna use primarily dating, but obviously, many women, you could bypass a date and sleep with them. We all know that, yeah? But I'm gonna primarily talk about dating. When the female starts the and ahhing thing, if you arrange to link, or arrange to go on a date, and there's any type of hesitation, respectfully withdraw the offer and tell her to let you know when she's free. Then don't do any more pursuing. One of two things are going to happen. You're going to have saved yourself time. The woman's not going to contact you again. You've done her a favor. She's done you a favor. Another thing that's going to happen is the woman's either going to come to the realization that, so maybe it's a woman that there genuinely was something going on in her life. There was a reason why she was umming and ahhing. She does have higher interest in you, but there was a reason. So she's going to contact you and arrange a link. Because she's reaching out and she's doing it, she's less likely to flake. Do you get that? Right, yeah. Also, and I'm not saying to rely on this, but also some women will have low interest. And when they see that you're not too bothered and whatever, you know, some occasions, that will raise women's interest. He doesn't even seem that bothered. He must have a woman. And then she might rethink how she thinks about you. That will happen in some rare occasions, but you're not doing no pullback to rely on that. You're genuinely forgetting about the woman. Don't say, let me just not contact her that much and then maybe that will raise her interest. No. If a woman has low interest, you don't arrange no date or arrange a link. Let her contact you. And if she does contact you, she's less likely to flake because it's something that she wants to do. She has brought it up after you've left the ball in her court. Do you get that? Yeah. So these are the main things. You don't deal with low interest women. The woman that you're dealing with, if their interest lowers, yeah, you don't arrange a link. Well, I'm not saying delete the girl or tell her no, I don't want to speak to you no more. Fuck that. Just leave the ball in her court. She contacts you, she does. If she don't, she don't. But you're not thinking about her. And when you're talking to other women, that helps you withdraw your focus from them low-level women. Do you get that? Yeah. So I don't want to bang on with this video. I hope you get the point. You speak to multiple women. Even if you're a relationship-minded guy, you need to speak to multiple women. You'll gauge different levels of interest. Don't pursue women that have initial low interest. If a woman has steady interest and then it lowers, don't reach out to her. Yeah? If it fizzles out, it fizzles out. If you look at 2 videos ago I did, right? I spoke about some examples of me, a few girls where I spent so much time WhatsApping them and invested so much time in connecting with them and then didn't even link them. And at the same time, there's other chicks that will just sleep with you the same night. The same day you met them, the same week you met them. Have sex with you on the first date. Loads of them, but then you're wasting your time with other women. Trust me. And if you're finding it difficult, yeah, I don't want to make this no mathematical class thing, yeah. But if you're finding it difficult because you hear advice like this and you're like, yeah, let me put it to play. But when you're out in the field, when you're actually out there, yeah, you still run back to do the wrong thing. Then you have to start putting some mathematical rules in place. Stuff like, if I ain't slept with a woman on the third date, let me cut it off. If the woman doesn't show any level of interest, but whatever, you might have to quantify it to help yourself if you are really struggling. Yeah. So anyway, gents, don't pursue women with low level of interest. There's billions of females in the world. Speak to multiple women. Yeah. And if you're speaking to a woman and her interest level drops, then any kind of signs of low interest, leave the ball in the woman's court. Don't pedestalize them 8, 9, and 10 out of 10 women. Yeah? Do you get that? So that's it for today. Catch me on the next dating and relationships video.